Hello everyone, it's Anita again and thank you for being here. So today I'm vlogging for the first time on a new camera. I got it yesterday. It's Canon V10 by the way. So a very basic one. I didn't want to have anything fancy. I'd rather have something that is of the size of a phone. So I've never done anything like this before. I've never been walking around in a city. We are right now in Kazimierz, in Jewish quarter in Cracow. It's a very special place. A lot of old buildings. We used to have a huge Jewish minority living in Poland. Sadly, after the war, that has changed. But the Jewish quarter, which is Kazimierz, stayed, and yeah, there's a lot of history here. That's for sure. So sorry for that lengthy intro. What I wanted to talk about today, it's a mixture of different topics. But one of the topics that I actually wanted to talk about is following your heart. So when I was younger, I actually liked doing a lot of short videos. I liked to play around with video software, video creation software, things like that. And then, of course, the life kicked in, and I was doing a lot of things that other people were expecting me to do. And I think you've heard that story before when I told you that one time I hit my pineal gland in the meditation doing the Joe Dispenza breath, and that's when I decided actually to start recording. So that's what I've been doing at home, and now this is the first time I'm trying out my abilities in the field. And as I was leaving with this new camera, my partner thought I was like crazy. In a sense, like, you bought a new camera yesterday and you're gonna go around vlogging already today. And I had a thought, well, the moment you do something you really feel like doing and people think that you are crazy, it actually means you're going toward the right direction. The right direction, following my heart in a sense. And I don't really care whether something will come up of it or not. I just really enjoy the process of creating, that you can actually go out and have a vision, have an idea, and just do it. And I think that's an important message to a lot of people, because often enough we are hypnotized into doing things we don't want to do. So either we do things that people expect us to do, or we do them because we think it's the right course of action, but the idea of doing that thing, whatever that might be, didn't come from our hearts. It came from society or what have you. So continuing my story, we're still walking around Kazimierz, and it's actually tough to find a place where there isn't many people and much noise. I should have come here earlier. So yeah, anyway, when I was meditating today in the morning, I was having this idea to speak about Matrix, the movie Matrix, and how I understand it. It was one of my favorites, by the way. When I was young, I would rewatch it so many times. I know lines by heart. So in the movie, the Matrix is explained as a reality, as an artificial reality. But when you think of it, The matrix to me itself is this automatic set of programs that we run in our head, and it's very difficult to actually break out of this program and see yourself and reality differently, because we always have those filters that are in place. And the meditation is also a tool that I use to actually be able to observe the program and identify it in a way. And the more you do it, the better you are. So right now in my personal journey, I am in a place where I can catch myself thinking in the old ways. I can catch myself and say, hey, you're not doing this anymore. If you truly want to become this new version of yourself, you don't behave or think in that way. And it's not that I'm scolding myself, because the more frustration you give upon yourself, the worse it gets. You really, what's best is to actually look at yourself from a compassion standpoint, and excuse yourself, do some breathing, whatever helps you to actually regulate yourself and become again that personality that doesn't react wholeheartedly to the issues that you are facing. And what actually the Joe Dispenza formula did to me personally was that my reaction span decreased significantly, so I don't react as often as I used to, or if I do, the reaction is actually not so prolonged in time, and I think it's a win. And one of the things I started to practice is to give myself credit and look at my past and look how I am now. And even though I'm facing same challenges, I still progressed in a way, and I managed to don't freak out for a few days over something. Maybe I do freak out over something, but it takes me an hour or sometimes even less, depending on the severity of the crap that happened, So it all comes down to this, that the more you actually practice meditation and watching those programs that you run automatically, the more aware of yourself you become. And when you have that awareness, you can actually do something about it. You can choose to react in a different way than you did before. So meditation in itself is not some sort of magic drug that you just do it once and you're a whole new person. No, it doesn't work like that. And even if you do it every day, but you don't know what you're doing and why, then you might not even have that many advantages. Maybe you will be calmer, but you know what I mean. Maybe you will be calmer doing the meditation, but then you will come back to your everyday life and react the same way. So meditation in itself is great, and it really supports you on your self-development journey. But what matters is the day game. I think it matters most. And by the day game, I mean how you present yourself to the world when you are not meditating. Because it is easy to be like a Buddha on a cloud when you meditate, if you're able to clean your thoughts. But then life goes on. Then you become conscious, and what matters is what you do when you're not in that altered state. So I have no idea where I am now. Okay. So I started to walk out of Kazimierz. But look at that. Now that's a synchronicity for me. So I've been seeing lions, lioness this whole year. And look at that mural. Let me just show you this. This is interesting. Okay, so it's not exactly a lion. I mean, it is in a way. With the lion, there's a different story. I mean, synchronicities are those like serendipities or those coincidences that happen. So when I was going for my first ever week-long in Vienna this year with Dr. Joe Dispenza, later on, after the event, I found out that the whole event happened during the Lion's Gate, and it's very difficult for me to explain because I don't really sit much in astrology and things like that. But if I remember correctly, the Sun, Earth, and Sirius align for like a week during the August. I think from beginning of August till the half of the August, something like that. And it's a beautiful energy that can charge you into a change. And now I'm in the main square of Kazimierz. So Kazimierz used to be a separate city. It used to be a sort of an island, you could say, surrounded by river. Vistula used to have many deltas, and Kazimierz was actually surrounded by Vistula, and later on it was added to Cracow. So the Vistula was in a sense buried and basically built over. So now Kazimierz is part of Cracow as well. Also quite an interesting place. I wasn't planning to come here. Somehow me walking around and losing my way led me here. So next time maybe I will do some vlogging from Castle. Castle is amazing. Especially the power place I told you about earlier. I think I told you about it on my Instagram. So if you want to rewatch what I've been talking about this power place, you can find it on Instagram. I will put some info about how to find me here in a frame. So that's it. See you next time. Bye bye.